Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger. Last time, we got our gate key back and we're able to fix the Masamune. We go into our menu real quick and we take a look at it. Still has an attack power of 0 and can't be used by anybody. Well, let's give this to Frog and see what it does. 'Tis thee again. 'Tis the Masamune. Must ponder this turn of events. Remaineth here the night. As I said in the previous episode, this is one of my favorite cutscenes in the entire game. Even way back when, I was enthralled by this entire area of the game that we kinda sorta have access to and kinda sorta don't. It's time we took back the medal from the Frog King. I'd like to see that mythical sword for myself. Kingdom needs you. You must return to us. Now, if you recall, Cyrus, I don't think they specifically said it, but he was captain of the knights. And he went on an adventure with his friend, I think they said 12 years ago. And, well, Cyrus never returned. By your leave. So this is some kind of a flashback. We, the Knights of the Square Table, wish you a safe journey. Listen well, my friends. I now entrust the safety of the kingdom to you. Pardon the delay. Shall we be off? Glenn, you be careful too. Be of sound health, Your Majesty. Well, we've seen those guys before. Hey, he's got a badass red sword. You want the badge of courage? The thing is, he means the hero medal. I'm guessing this is from like an earlier translation, but take it if you can, Gribbit. Yeah, some of the translations are kind of weird. Prepare yourself, Pollywog. I like the little minor insult. And God. Nirvana strike! How dare you pick on an helpless amphibian? Filthy metal. I won't forget this. Like how they play the boss theme, even though it doesn't seem like much of a boss fight. Beware of Glenn. Sword. Masamune. Is that the best you can do? Without your sword, you're nothing. Now, again, strange translation. He said he wanted to see the sword, but as far as the way I understand the game, he already had the sword. Again, I'm not exactly sure what they were going for, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But yeah, my understanding is he already had the sword, his sword was knocked out of his hands here off screen, and then we zoomed up and now he no longer has his sword, and there's nothing he can do against Ozzy, and I can guess that is only Magus. Haven't beaten me yet. I'm a goner. Escape while I keep them at bay. What? You stay, they'll get us both. Go on, Glenn. Is Magus. Better worry more about yourself. Oh. Well, I guess that's why Cyrus never made it back. take care of Queen Lee. Aren't you going to try your luck? Well, the Knight Captain failed. I don't think his friend, who seems to be some ordinary citizen, is going to fare much better. Cat got your tongue, kid? How about it, Magus? Can't you give him a more fitting form? It's always time for a little fun, huh? That looks like lightning and cool color animation. I like that. Spineless wimp. I also love the, just a little bit, the little hint at what's to come, just by the music. 10 years have passed. Can I do it? I've changed so much. As for Cyrus. Well, Oh, it's good to hear your theme once again. Though we may fail, let us go to Magus' lair. Thou knowest his power. Nothing can beat science. We won't be beaten by a bad guy. It's so dirt simple. Oh, I love it. It's so simple. They don't go out of their way to do anything that, you know, they didn't have to. They just wrote what they had well and kept everything simple. There's a lot that could be still learned from this game. Keep things simple. Don't overcomplicate everything. Especially grammar. Aww, now I'm sad. It's gone. I'm gonna skip the new for now. There's a specific reason for that, but first, that's not the end of the cutscene. They said earlier, or well, in the previous episode, that they saw Magus's fiends going out of the magic cave. And if you take a look at Frog here, he only has his iron sword. I guess he can't use that Masamune. Well, let's come here. Considering how close these two cutscenes are to each other, I loop them into one in my mind. It's Cyrus! Run for your lives! Glenn. Oh, these two again. There's times when people simply have to grit their teeth. But it hurts when I get hit. Again, dirt simple. You're a marshmallow, Glenn. This line is stupid. I absolutely adore it. Pretty much anything that's dumb in this game, I love anyway. I played this game when I was 8. I loved all this crap when I was that young. And there's nothing that's gonna stop me from enjoying it now. I like Cyrus's sprite here. Spoiler alert, that's Cyrus up there, looking out into the waves. Hey Glenn, I'm thinking about becoming a knight. I knew you were going to enlist. You'll make a great warrior. Why don't you join too? I don't think I'd make the cut. But why? You're better with a sword than I am. Interesting. I don't know. I think I'd really lose it if I had to hurt someone. They hint at it, not particularly slightly, but the fact that we're seeing this flashback now, the fact that, well, he has green hair, he knew Cyrus, yes indeed. Glenn is our dear friend Frog. And the medal that they reclaimed from Pollywog only a short while ago drifts down to him. The medal, the hero's medal. Panth over the Masamune. There's no way anything I could have said would have had any ability to make that any more epic than it already was. Frog's theme, everything about that is just awesome. Yeah, he's basically doubled his attack power. The Masamune, you know, that whole sequence of powering it up, one of the best power-ups for a sword or for a weapon, really, I've seen in most games, really. The music is perfect, you know, this emulator, the SNES 9X emulator, emulates that sound better. On ZSNES, it always sounded like super loud and high-pitched, and it didn't fit right. It screwed up a number of the sound effects for the game that I've already noticed in this emulator. It does it way better, so I would recommend that. So the reason for the additional rock helm and the additional ruby vest was for Frog, because we want to get him some stuff. And the hero medal ups the critical hit rate of the Masamune. This is pretty much a must if you're going to equip the Masamune. Anyway, let us have a fight here. Let's take a new battle against Vamp and Gremlin. Gremlins are the rats. Vamp, of course, is the... okay, let's the hell of it lightning to the crap out of them. I needed something that hits multiple targets. Now, I'm not 100% sure if you have to use magic in this fight, but I'll just tell you right now, the enemies are really strong against physical attacks, so using that is a good choice. Be that magic you use? Or only magicians wield it now. Travel to the end of time, and you too may learn to use magic. That's your final hint that you should probably go back and introduce Frog to Specchio. Okay, we're back. And as you can see, I had mentioned before, as soon as Chrono hit level 20, this guy changed his form. As I also said, at the lower range of the levels, in 20, 21, 22, you're probably not going to fare too well against this guy, so you probably want to wait until you're closer to the higher end of the range, your 28s and 29s. Now, Frog here, as you can see, he doesn't have magic. He only has 2 abilities. See if we can fix that. What a weird fellow. Being a frog, let's give him water. Why not? Ipso facto mini mo. Magico. Frog learned to use magic. Excellent. So fortified with magic. No, you'll probably kick my ass right now. Bring newcomers to meet you. Will do, buddy. Alright, now that we've done that, Frog has learned water. His next ability is heal. Targets all allies. Wasn't I saying during the last boss fight that we kind of need something like this right about now? Sounds like a good idea. Let's see if we can build that up. Now, as for who you want to bring along for the ride, I'm just going to be swapping party members out all over the place just to learn new spells, new abilities. So we're going to work on that, we're going to work on that, and hopefully we're going to work on Heal Beam and learn that by the time we, hopefully even before we learn Heal. And yeah. So anyway, that's all we were going to do there. Now I'm going to heal up. And I will meet you back in the Magic Cave. Okay, you just saw I learned a tech there. It's called Sword Stream. It is a new tech that we learned between Frog and Chrono. I was going to cut out the backtracking, but we learned something in the one fight we had because I think water pairs with Spin Cut. My words escape me. Why am I going down here? Pairs with Spin Cut, and we basically get a water sword, which is the kind of the equivalent between those two of the ice and fire sword techs that we already had access to. Hey, something's following me. Stop that. Go away. Can't do anything with that. Huh. Hey, what do we got here? Another one of those things. You can skip these guys by doing this, and then you won't have to do any extra fights, but I'm going to show this anyway just because it shows additional battles you can run into. So let's take a look here at what our physical attacks are going to do here. Not a whole lot. Definitely not a whole lot. Well, the bats take decent damage anyway. Well, that's not going to go particularly well. Alright, so Sword Stream on the rat there, and let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And we'll finish off the bat there. Oh, one more attack. There you go. So yeah, Frog now has the highest attack power, I think, of any of the characters that I have right now. Giving him... Whoa, hello. That's a lot of rats. You can bypass by going up here, but basically they come to cover the exit, and you'll have to end up fighting a bunch of these guys. Best way of dealing with it is if you have Antipod, you can hit a couple of them at once. If we just have Luca... Video game. Yep. Give me my turn. Give me Luca's turn. I would like to use it. Come on. We have Napalm there, which should finish off a bunch of them. And for what's left, you can slash at the last one there, finish you off. Remember, even though they're not listed, you know, they don't have a star, they're not pure magical types, they still deal magical type damage. So yeah, if you skip the first fight over in the top left, you don't have to fight any of these guys. Now, a good use for Chrono in here, since he's got Lightning too, is actually the Silver Stud. I think I'll probably put that on him, just because a lot of the enemies around here are more susceptible to magic than they are to other types of damage. So we want to make good use of magic. We learn Protect, very nice. Note written in blood. The juggler in Magus's castle strengthens his guard when attacked. Beware. Well, that doesn't really explain all that much, but sure. Well, now that we learned that, let's bring in Marley and learn her next ability next. And while I'm at it, instead of the Rage Band, we will put on the Silver Stud. 50% MP usage this early in the game is quite nice. And it drops Lightning 2 down to 4 MP instead of 8, which is very, very nice. Okay, we'll work on Haste next. Magus's Lair. That's what awaits us. Anyway, that's pretty much all the time we have for this one. And I'll see you guys next time.